Tanya will join when she joins. All right. Oh, we're live. Okay. I thought that would be so longer. Looking at my phone. Hi, everybody. I am Trynda, and I am the Technology and Communications Director of the Lake Winnipeg Writers Group. And I have Brendan with me, and I'll let him introduce himself.
Hi, I'm Brendan. I'm the Treasurer and called Membership Director.
I guess we're both authors, you know, that's a thing too, you know. We both submit for voices as well, so, you know, we're not just paper pushers. And at some point, Tanya will be joining us. I'm not sure exactly when. She said she's coming, so we'll just give her a little bit of time. And maybe Tyra will be joining us as well. Not sure. We'll have to wait and see. And I have tea, so I'm prepared, but that's about as prepared as I am. I mean, that's an important step, though. I mean, I don't know about you, but I have to, like...
One steep at a time.
I like that one steep at a time. There you go. You write a novel one steep at a time. I need that on, like, a t-shirt. I don't know about you. Maybe we'll talk about, like, kind of writing rituals, mindsets a little bit. I always like to have tea and stuff, like a red rose or a orange pico when I'm writing. Yeah, I'll get a little adventurous, but that's my thing.
What, like sweetened or unsweetened?
Unsweetened. I don't put sugar in my tea.
No?
No, no sugar. Just a little tiny bit of milk. That's the way to go.
What about chai?
Oh, I like chai. Chai's pretty good. Sometimes a little bit of honey in the winter. Here,
Hey, Tanya.
Do this. Hello, here's Tanya. Good. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Tanya, and I am a writer.
Tanya is also a member of the Lake Winnipeg Writers Group and has a few stories featured in Voices as well. We were, well, she's a little, I don't know if that's, maybe that's me. You're a little choppy here. But you and I were talking about covers earlier. I was telling Brendan about it a tiny bit.
Yeah, it's a challenge, and here's the thing. You know, I for Red Leaves, I'd hired a really talented artist who's learning how to do covers himself, but he's into graphic design and he's experienced a lot of it. And he's really talented, and he did the first one for free, which was awesome. But I know it's going to cost me money every time I want to cover. And so just for my short stories, I really don't want to pay a whole lot. So I bought software so that I can do my own short story covers and book covers. So I've been toying around with a cover for Red Snow, which is basically just a snowy footprint and some blood. But it's a little more challenging than I thought. It's easy to create, it's just there's technical things, right?
I think you're still getting a hang of the tool itself, right? What are you using? I can't remember what you said now.
It is called Corel Paint Shop Pro 2020 Ultimate.
Corel Paint Shop?
Yep. I got it at Staples, and it's originally $100, and I got it on sale for, I think it was $59. And it's a brand new, I guess, version of Paint Shop.
So is it like is it picture edit or is it vector?
You know, it says it's got a level of graphic design to it, and it's also like a photo editor for Photoshop. So you can edit photos and you can do graphic design, and like there's paint tools and color change tools and text tools, all kinds of stuff on it, but just to learn how to use it.
Yeah, I think I got a... Oh.
Are there any forums that you could follow?
I haven't looked for that yet. Maybe my third time kind of playing around with it, so I haven't really put in a whole lot of training. But I've been watching like YouTube videos, and there's like tutorials on the website and that to follow. But it's just, the tutorials will teach you certain things, and there are things that I don't really need to know at the time. So I want to learn what I need to learn now to get covered up.
Alright, toss a link up.
So I'll show you kind of what it looks like because I'm using my old laptop to video chat and using my Surface in front of me. So I can kind of show you.
Okay. Oh, nice.
I don't know if you can see it.
I wonder if I can. I don't think I can post a thing. Maybe I can. I could maybe do some magic. Let me see here. Because you can't see, it's too bad, you can't see the footprints very well.
No, I think maybe, well, I did send you pictures of it.
Yeah, hold on.
Sorry, I'm sitting on my bed today. I figured I'd try something a little bit more comfortable because I'm lazy.
It's all good. Oh, hey, there you go. There's a thing.
Ah.
Awesome.
There you go. So, I mean, yeah.
It's not bad. I want to figure out if I should put more blood on it. Like it's a crime thriller, so it's not like a horror where there has to be tons of blood.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it. I don't know. It's very simple, and I don't know how to
I'm just trying to get Tyra in here. Yeah, bear with me. Don't mind me. Technology and Tyra don't mix, I've noticed. She'll be here in a second. So, yeah, I mean, it doesn't look too bad. Well, there she is. We're in.
We're in. Okay. Yeah, Trynda is yelling instructions in the bathroom. It's very awkward.
Everyone, this is Tyra, and I will let Tyra introduce herself.
Yeah, I'm Tyra. I write genre fiction.
And she's also the publishing director for Lake Winnipeg Writers Group.
Yes.
And a member. She's published things in the past as well.
Yep.
So we're all kind of a mixed bag of a whole bunch of people. We were just talking about Tanya's cover that she's been working on for her short story. I'll pop it up on screen again here. Yeah, like it. Red Snow.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like it.
I did it myself, so I'm just kind of looking for suggestions for improvement. So if you think of anything.
I like it because it has to be a thumbnail, right? Which with an ebook, you can't have something too complicated, but it has to grab the attention. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you. Now I can save this.
I like it.
Yeah. The one thing I'm learning is that once you use this, if you want to save it, as soon as you hit save, it saves it as a JPEG and you lose all your layers, so you can't reopen it and edit it again.
Is there a way to save it as a project sort of thing?
I think I can do that because I haven't saved that one yet. I don't want to lose it, but too afraid to save it and I have to make changes to it.
Because I know GIMP is kind of weird where it makes a project first and then you have to export it to certain like JPEGs and PNGs and stuff.
Yeah, like I could save it as a TIFF or a JPEG or PNG. I don't know what it is.
Mail?
What is it?
Oh, I made sure he saw that I got the mail. It's only one letter.
Oh, man.
It's a check.
Was it for the contest?
What's the cover?
Contest fee for Kylie Chic.
Oh, I think we got an email about that one. That they had sent it before all the COVID stuff
Oh,
kind
okay.
of happened. Yep. They sent some stuff before the world ended, you know. It's been received. I'll send them an email this afternoon to say that we got it.
I'm just gonna grab a cup of tea, and I want to hear more about the cover.
All right. Well, I mean, we'll talk about tea in the meantime because we were kind of doing that while we were waiting for Tanya. So yeah, no, I don't know. In terms of tea, I drink chai sometimes, a little bit of honey mixed in the winter, but black tea is my favorite. Red rose, because I'm that person.
I'm addicted to Tim Hortons sweet tea. So I've been trying to cut back because of the COVID and going and stuff. So I'm down to maybe 3 sweet teas a week instead of 7 or more. But I also buy the Tim Hortons tea bag, the orange pico tea bag now, and I make it at home. But I can't get it in stock, of course. So then I do 2 bags, and then I burn through it really fast, and then I have to go out to buy more. So.
Yeah, the bags I used were old, so they are not as good as they could be. That is for sure.
I like either English breakfast or jasmine.
Jasmine's pretty good. I like all types of teas. I'm not thinking what are those things.
Crackers?
Irish crackers? I see Irish.
Thompson's Family Teas Irish Breakfast.
Ooh.
But my favorite is this one, Scottish Blend.
Yes, I have that too because Kyra was kind enough to pick up a pack for me, and I like having that in the afternoons on the weekend.
I would like to taste those. I don't know what those taste like. I've heard of Irish breakfast before, but I've never had it.
They're both a black tea, an orange pico. Wait, it's a blended black tea. So maybe it's not just orange pico. 100% tea.
Well, that's good. What else would be in tea? I guess sugar could be in tea. Like David's tea put sugar in theirs, but
yeah, it has it's leaves only.
Yeah, so I guess maybe sugar or like berries.
Oh yeah, well yeah, and some of the teas you have berries and flowers and
Yeah, I guess those. I don't know.
Yeah, they're
not technically tea, but isn't that part of tea?
Yeah, these are leaves only. I don't know if that means anything. So.
I don't know. I thought tea was kind of similar to curry, and it could be a wide variety of things.
Well, yeah, I think so. I think tea. I mean, I think tea is tea, but you have different types of tea, like
rooibos.
Thank you. That is a blend of things. And chai teas are herbs and spices. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
You ever purchase tea, or is that what it's called? No.
What's that?
There's this place this book you can order from for herbal, like leaf tea.
I'm in. I'm good.
You're in.
Can you take her for a
I
ball?
thought it was called Speak.
Oh, that goes out. It was plastic. I'm not a meeting.
So I wanted to ask, when we were talking about covers, the first version I had paid a graphic artist to design me my own logo, and it's a blue rose. And then Trynda suggested maybe not putting it on the cover with my name, because when you look at other authors, no one else is really using their own symbol. Who do you?
Like the imprint logo.
Yeah.
I would put it on the back
Yeah.
and in the inside on your primary page and the inside.
On ebook covers, they don't really appear though, from what I've noticed. Even ebook covers don't have a back cover. That's the thing. Like, I used to do it, and it looks funky. Like, it looks weird because nobody else does it.
Well,
Yeah, see, I did it with red leaves.
And that's the problem.
yeah, but it should be on your website, and when you do print books, it should appear on your print books. And
Yeah.
if you do a mailing, it should come up in your mailing. If you do bookmarks, it could be on your bookmark. Like, think of it as a
It's a business logo.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
really so much your author logo. Like, it's your author logo, but it's more like a business. Like, on business cards, it would appear. Like your website and like your email stuff, like email footers and stuff.
Right. That makes sense. I do have it on my first ebook. I just sent you the cover. So this is published this way. But it has the logo on it. Maybe it works on this one, I don't know, but I'm debating whether or not it's part of a series. So that's the one that's published. And that's the book cover that I purchased from the graphic artist that I know.
I like that one.
So the Red Snow is kind of in a similar type of series or category. It's all based in Selkirk. It's like a crime thriller type thing. So I don't want to keep the covers exactly the same, but kind of keep it in mind that it's a similar story.
Do you find it happen?
Doing a good job though. If you look at them side by side.
Yeah, I guess it's not too bad.
Ooh, don't fall down. If you put it on the other one, almost have it behind your T though, so your T is over top of it a little bit.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
do you know?
Yeah. Well, I have like on the blue rose. There's on one of the petals. It actually has my name on it on the blue petal.
Cool.
So
Yeah, but you can't.
do it.
Yeah.
You can't see that from here though.
No,
Sit.
it was just like a little watermark to just play it safe, so that if somebody ever tried to steal the rose, it would always have my name on it.
Yeah. In terms of covers though, I don't think that they're really supposed to be on the covers. I don't know. I used to do that too, thinking that it was supposed to be there, because on print books it does appear on the back cover and on the spine. Yeah, on the binding as well. So, but yeah, for ebooks, because so many of them appear on squish screens and stuff, that it's just real estate that you don't really want to jeopardize by taking up with that.
Okay, well that makes sense. No, thank you for pointing that out, because it's something that I hadn't really thought of, other than, woohoo, I've got a little like the logo, I'm going to put it on everything I release.
Well, and that's kind of what I did too when I made my logo. It's just like, oh yeah, I'm going to put it everywhere. Of course you do.
Yeah, think of it as a marketing thing, eh? Not necessarily as a.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I recommended looking at other bestsellers in your genre, because they've already sort of done, especially for the big five, they've done research into like those little psychological things, like the thing I pointed out with the Z of how you read right to left, down, and then right to left again. So then you read in a zigzag pattern. It's kind of weird little subconscious things like that they've done thoughts for, and like how to lay out different titles, and I don't know, you fiddle with it.
Yeah.
Don't just stick with the first one either. That's my biggest thing with covers. The 30 do is almost always the best one.
Yeah, that was my third one actually. That's funny because I did one that had a reddish black title, and then the path was in a completely different direction, and then I had the little icon on it with my name. So, and then the second one I did had like a black border underneath the title to make the red pop, and because I was thinking that the first murder takes place at night, so I thought adding black would kind of bring that in. But yeah, you're right. The one that people like anyway so far.
Well, and that it's good to kind of poll people to see how they feel about certain covers, because sometimes things aren't going to resonate with people, or you're going to give them the wrong impression about things.
Yeah, and honestly, you look at a lot of the crime thrillers, and it's normally got like a person in it. It's normally got a dark background and a little bit of color in the middle, but like all the way around the outside is normally dark. So mine doesn't really fit into that category. But
Yeah.
either personality.
But and it is also different for those. The thing with those is they're mostly novels and like novellas and stuff, and yours is a short story. Yours is a good, like this Red Snow. This is great for a short story cover, I think. It's simple. You're not really saying like, hey, you're in for a long haul with a novel. You're saying, oops.
Yeah, and that was kind of the intent, was just to do something simple. You know, I'm not expecting to sell 1 million copies.
Yeah, like in terms of novels and stuff like that, you'd usually have like reviews and little like flat things on the covers that just kind of make it look busy. There's other things that kind of go along with novel covers that kind of weirdly subconsciously stick to people.
Do you think the snow should go underneath the red? Or do you think it's good the way it is?
What do you mean?
Well, kind of like the red leaves, it has red, and then the leaves is underneath red. Do you think I should do the same thing to keep it similar, or just leave it? I guess it's kind of different though, because the blood is above the word. I don't know. We can move on. That's okay.
I don't know.
I like that one.
I like the way it is. I think it looks really good.
Because it jumps, right?
Yeah.
Both simple and precise. You need it both. You know, that's clearly not a romance.
Yeah.
You know? No. That's the thing. And I'm doubtful it's a very good. So.
Yeah. I think it's a good start.
What about trying to put some blood in the footprints too?
I thought about that too. I tried it once and it looked kind of silly, but the hard part about it is the picture of the snowfoot, or the footprint, is like a photo that I downloaded for free that was, safe to use publicly. Mm-hmm. So I can't really change the footprint in any way. Like I can't alter it as much. At least I'm not experienced enough to alter it very much. So I tried putting some blood like in the snow print, but I wasn't sure if that was right because it's kind of like a fresh death and they're running and they have a bleeding neck sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's probably near the end of the. They're going to die very shortly because otherwise it'd be sprayed out.
Yeah.
Arterial spray has quite the distance. Yeah.
So
Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Come say hi to everyone.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good.
Okay.
How are you doing?
It's windy and crappy out, and I got wet and cold, so I'm in now. Let's go.
I'm trying to send my kids outside, but as I'm looking outside, like the trees are blowing like crazy, and I can just picture them going outside for like 2 minutes and running around. Mom, can I get in?
I was on a boat on a lagoon, so it was just
Good wind.
Oh yeah, I bet.
It was
Could have gone Viking.
Yeah.
Could have gone Viking.
No.
I was going to ask Trynda, are you one of the listener lotteries that got laid off, or are you still working?
I'm still working. Yeah, I'm still okay.
Yeah. IT gets to work all
If anything, IT has more work than we had before, so I think I'm okay for the
Yeah,
time
because
being.
everyone's going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all have tea, but you.
I came here
What kind of tea is he drinking?
He's gonna drink my tea because he likes my tea.
Oh, there you go. That's easy.
I have a pot on the stove on the warmer, and today it has Scottish blend.
Scottish blend. Nice.
Scottish blend. We had what's that?
That's what I drank last Saturday, but I think I drank too much tea that day, and I started feeling a little bit sick.
This is strong. Like this is real tea leaves. It's the real thing. So it's not. What's
Sorry,
the term?
just give me 1 second. My kid is screaming.
Oh, I hope he's okay. Mine don't. I was just want to say mine don't do that anymore, but that would be lying. Screaming from the basement, and I go running. And it's a game usually, so
At least that's all it is.
someone gets murdered in the game, or or they're being killed by zombies or overwhelmed by creatures. Bugs. Okay, overwhelmed by bugs lately.
Bugs.
What are you guys playing? You get overwhelmed by bugs.
Deep Rock Galactic.
Deep
Rock Galactic.
They're playing Deep Rock Galactic. Brendan, you ever heard of this? Trynda?
Nope.
You guys are the gamers.
Nope, I have not.
Big dwarfs.
Space Dwarves.
Space
Oh, that's how they get
Dwarves.
drunk. Yeah, they get drunk.
Yeah, you can drink party and
The dwarves get drunk.
fight bugs.
Nice.
And they fight giant bugs and they have to mine rocks. And they're not destroying the environment, the planets they're mining. No.
My son got stuck without toilet paper.
Oh, it's in there. That
Wow.
is fun. Poor
That's
child.
something to scream about. That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sorry, sweetie.
I'm running away.
Oh, come show them your cup before you run away.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh. I told this that it'll match my set. I've got like R2D2 times like 3 or 4, and I've got a BB-8.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I just bought it. It was on sale. And, oh, neat. And the lady said, we'll get one too. I'm okay. I came back and they had none. I was, so I only have the one.
Aw,
Yeah.
That's always how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They apparently had a Darth Vader mug too. And I thought, I'll get one of each. Yeah, we're out of those. Oh. It was only, yeah.
I got lots of Star Wars stuff in my house. We have a couple of floor rugs. So we have Han Solo Carbonite, and we have the Millennium Falcon. Oh, that's cool.
Do you recognize that?
Stein from Hobbiton.
It's a Stein from Hobbiton when he went to New Zealand.
Neat. That's pretty cool. That's a good tea mug.
I put all kinds of things in there. It's fine.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's like, there's all kinds of things in there. Not just tea.
Mugs are the perfect vessel.
Like show and tell here.
Yeah.
So I guess we should do the obligatory ask if anyone's been working on writing.
You
Okay. Who's first?
I finished Save the Cat. I got some good ideas from Save the Cat. I think I might know what's wrong with my manuscript. I think I'm missing some action beats. Later on, maybe, might be the problem. So I'm going to try and write them all out and see which ones I'm missing. But I did not do any writing.
Do you have a scene? Do you have I'm not saying chapters. Well, maybe chapters might be better. Do you do your book? You break it in chapters or in scenes?
I break it into scenes and then chapters.
And then chapters. Okay. Do your scenes, are they completely self-contained, or do they kind of flow and a group of flow together and make a chapter?
The group should flow to make a chapter.
Okay. All right. All right.
And I try and do an ebb and flow sort of thing. But I feel like I think I'm missing a scene.
Okay. All right.
I think I'm just missing something interesting in general.
No. Your writing's good. That won't be the case.
I think it's the middle slog. I think the middle slog just has nothing. It's just like, oh yeah, they're just wandering around, doing chores, just moving stuff around, and then big stuff happens. And it's kind of, I think the weeds is missing something.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I don't know. I gotta add something exciting happening. And maybe reposition a character so he's not as shitty as I made him out to be. Because maybe he's
Shitty.
too shitty. Yeah.
But like a terrible character, like he's like ruthless.
Well, I kind of was trying to make him out to be like this super really shitty dude, so you would think that he did it. But then I'm like, maybe he's too shitty, and you can't believe that it was someone else either, which is maybe the problem. Because I think it just comes out of nowhere that the fiance does it. So when I think it's just kind of there's too many things going on, and it doesn't really tie together well. I don't know. I don't know. Still figuring it out. I was thinking maybe like a break and entering scene maybe, and then something weird happens there.
What promises, you have your opening, you have your inciting incident. What promises did you make there?
That's the thing. It just always feels very lackluster. The promises are going for Christmas dinner. She's going home. Not really like an exciting incident.
What's the genre?
Not suspense so much. Oh, like a mystery thriller.
So mystery.
Yeah, it's a puzzle. It's more like a puzzle of her trying to piece together how her grandmother got, or what happened to her grandmother, basically. And it was the fiance that did it, but I have to get from that point.
Okay, so a mystery is a puzzle. You start with a large group, you shrink your number of suspects. So in the opening, the inciting incident that you're opening on, what happens there? What is the exact thing that happens? She's leaving to go for Christmas dinner, and what happens?
Nothing happens, and that's the problem.
That's not the opening of the book. You opened it too soon. That's what's grabbed you.
Yeah, maybe that's the problem.
Yeah. You have to start literally take a breath, and then the incident occurs. So you have a breath of normality, that one breath of the character, and then the world goes, woohoo! So you can't. What?
I love meeting with you guys. I love all the personalities.
It's weird seeing this movement behind me. I like. You're stalking? I'm being stalked, apparently. Hello, you stalking me too? What's going on? Oh, okay, I see. I don't know what that means.
That'll be when I guess the 25, but I've already got the sausage smokies in.
Okay.
So I'll be back up in a minute.
I don't believe you. Turn the light off. There we go. All right. I love him. He knows this. It's okay. What are you doing? What are you doing?
So yeah, that's how my writing's been going. You know, trying
This
to
is-
figure out what's wrong.
Running into my feet, jumping on my knee, and patting me. Say hello. Look, you're on camera. You're on TV.
Oh, I keep yelling.
Famous.
This is Dabbers. You see her little heart thing on her chest there?
Hey, yo, kitty, kitty.
She's the brat. She's a brat. She's the one that BK is named after. Miss, I can break it. I can push it off a shelf.
That's
Black kitty.
Mr. BK himself.
Yep. She causes trouble wherever she goes.
Or Miss BK, I should say.
Okay. I'm surprised let me hold her like this. Usually once we have like a baby. So all right. So your mystery is not starting when it needs to start. You've started it too soon. And you need to cut much closer to things happening.
See, and I don't know where I would put that in. I don't know. Because, like, I guess I could. Yeah, I guess I could just chop out that whole.
You don't throw it away. Just for now, take it off. Just for now, slide it away. Don't delete it. Don't throw it away. Put it in the box.
Come back
Don't-
to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, because the reason I had opened it a little earlier, because they live in Winnipeg originally, and I'd opened it in Winnipeg to show a little bit of tension with him not wanting to go home,
All right.
or not wanting to go back to meet her family, essentially.
Okay.
Except I don't know. I don't think it's tension enough, per se. Maybe.
All right. Instead of opening them with them leaving, open them on the road. Open with the silent treatment. Whose POV do you start in?
Her POV at work, and then goes home.
No.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You're in the car. They're going. And this is an upset. This is a tension. Tell me about the tension. Why is there tension? Tell me. You're not going to tell me in the story. You're going to tell me right now, just as the author.
Tension at the opening is him not wanting to meet her family
Why?
because he knows that he murdered the grandma.
Oh, does she know he murdered her grandmother?
No,
Does anyone else know he murdered her grandmother?
his vampire best friend, and that's it.
Okay, so it's a urban fantasy. Okay, is he a supernatural character?
He is supernatural, but he is not portrayed in any way as supernatural.
But he is.
Because he's
Is he
just
doing it?
undying, sort of.
Will you stop that? Apparently to stop talking and to pet her.
I need help, though, Dapper. I need help.
Dabbers.
Dappers, I need help.
All right, listen, Dabbers. Okay. I understand. You need more cuddling. I get it. Yes. Okay. All right. So what you need to do is you need to open the scene. Whose POV do you start in? Hers, you said?
Hers, yeah.
All right. When did he kill her grandmother? Like, was it recently? Was it 20?
2 generations ago.
Oh, a great grandmother.
Yeah. Sorry, I guess great grandmother. Yeah, not grandmother.
All right. It would have been much better if he killed the grandmother after Mom had been born. It's much newer. It's much now.
But the idea is there's this family drama where she ran away with a guy, leaving a kid behind with his dad, and then she just disappeared, and no one knows what happened to her when it was the fiance that offed her, and then carried on with his immortal life kind of thing.
Okay, so what we need to know in the opening, first off, we need to have know that Tell me about her, your POV character. Because remember, how we first meet them is who we assume they are. So if you want someone to be a hero, you have them do something heroic. If you want them to be a villain, you have them do something dark.
Save the cat.
Save the cat?
Well, that's the whole idea behind Save the Cat. If you want someone to seem heroic, you save a cat.
Oh, yes. So her Dabbers wants to go lay in her basket now. But, so, okay. So, for instance, they're on the way to this family dinner. He is upset. He doesn't want to meet her family. At this point, all we can assume is that they're a normal couple having a normal dispute.
Yeah.
Right? That's it. So you have to play on that to show us within that first paragraph or two that, no, there's something else going on here.
Like something other than like just that there's tension, or like something else. Yeah. Just that
Something else. You gotta wind her up, and then when the inciting incident occurs, we are already in a tense state where they're frustrated with each other. Now, does he not like meeting new people to begin with? Is that a trait of his?
That is a trait of his in general.
All right.
Sociable, but doesn't like meeting people.
All right.
Because
So you gotta
he doesn't want to be recognized in general. That's the idea. He doesn't want to be recognized in like family photos. Doesn't want to be recognized by like newspaper clippings. It's kind of like a Dorian Gray kind of character. He's not really like a vampire. He's just kind of
undying.
Yeah, because he's tied. In theory, their souls are tied together, and if one of them dies first, the other will not die until they kind of reconnect. And then he pieced it together that if he kills her, just keeps going.
Oh, so he's been knocking them off for years.
Yeah, like he was born in like ancient Britannia. He's been doing this for a long time.
Was that opening you had with the couple? Oh, I like that opening. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the short story that kind of sets up the novel, and then there will be another tie-up short story at the end.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's like 3 stories, but there's actually the same people. It's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Part 1, part 2, and part 3. I like that. Okay.
Yeah, but they don't. It's too much for all one big thing, so I kind of split it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, the idea is that he is this undying serial killer.
But he's only killing one person.
But it's the same, like, it's a serial murder. Murders are over and over again. Yeah, like that's the whole idea. And this novel is her piecing together that he's killed her previously, and then she ends up being able to off him first and then takes off. Because she murdered somebody, so she's not going to go to the cops. She murdered somebody. It disappeared. And she appears in Guardian of the Grimoire, because she's on the run at that point. So it all ties together.
Okay. So yeah, you started it too soon. That's all. You have it there. That writing, that pre-writing, whatever you want to call it, we do that. All of us do that to know who our characters are. There's nothing wrong with that. And that's everybody does it. Wasn't Tabitha King? Isn't she famous for looking at Stephen King's work and going, taking up the first chapter and just like, okay, here you go, Stevie. Her famous quotes with him. Yeah.
Maybe that's what I needed. I just need someone saying, no, it's just bad. Yeah, maybe that's probably the problem. Because it just feels like it just meanders a lot, and that's probably why. I mean, I'm sure that's not the only spot where that happens, where it does meander a bit.
Yeah, but remember, I do prefer suspense myself, so I tend to have a very short meanders.
Well, I tend, I don't know, I write more suspenseful stuff, I guess.
I think so,
I don't know what I write. I just write.
Because I do notice my mysteries are slower paced than my suspense, definitely. As Tanya can attest. So what are you working on, Brendan?
I was just doing reading aloud of The Find.
How's that going? Reading
I-
aloud.
Well, I finished it this morning.
How did you find it?
I made some changes as I went along. But then, go ahead.
Oh, as a tool, how are you enjoying the reading out loud?
It's a good tool.
Yes. Yeah. I tell everyone to do that. All the writing books say it now, too, eh? That was, I went to a class, oh, good God, long time ago. The kids were, I think AJ was still in diapers. And he said that there. He was an author, and he's a published author, and he said, God, what's his name? Oh, you're right. She was a member of the Language Writers Group there, Moncombro. Genevieve Moncombro. Well, her husband and her are both writers.
Oh.
And I have his book on writing. But yeah, he said that. Read it out loud. So how did you find, Brendan, how did you find the characters sounded?
Say again?
How did you notice the character's voice? Like, did you notice where they're too similar, where they're not similar enough, or not similar, where where you can hear the differences? You know what I mean? Did you listen for the differences?
No, I was just reading aloud. I recorded it though, so I can go over it again.
Oh, wow, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
Because I was just looking, I was like listening for where the stories are like stop dead, so I can change it so that it flows better.
It's still my favorite tool for my editing.
Reading aloud?
Yeah. You take the story, you read it loud, and then after I do it, I try to get somebody else to read it aloud to me, and I have a copy, and they read it aloud, and I have a copy, and then I think Tanya, you've been stuck doing that a few times, you know?
Yeah, that's okay. I
Stop
started
doing
using, in Word, I activated this hidden little function that will read to you. So your computer will read to you. So that's what I've been using instead of reading it out loud myself to reduce the story.
Nice. That's a good idea.
And it makes a huge difference. I think when I did that, I captured like 2 to 3 errors per chapter after I already did editing, the computer editing, and myself. So it was really helpful.
That's good.
So what are you working on, Tanya?
I'm still trying to complete Red Snow, but I have, you know what, I haven't written anything new for a while other than I did start reading another Red story, writing another Red story. So I finally made a plan where it's going to be 4 in total. So I have Red Leaves, Red Snow. I have Red, and I think it's Water, but it might change. And
Red
then
Rain.
I have one book at the end that I might be calling like Red River.
Oh.
And I'm tying all the stories together. So I'm going to have one little piece that connects each story within the stories, and then the final one is going to be kind of like pulling some of those characters actually in for a joint story.
I like that.
Neat.
Yeah. So Red Leaves is published. Red Snow, I actually have an editor who offered to look at the first 1,000 words for free. She's trying to sell herself as an editor. So I gave it to her. I'm thinking, sure, free edit of 1,000 words. I'll see what she has to say. And then, and if she's reasonable pricing wise, I might start paying her to edit, professionally. And then my Red Water is in writing stages. I think I've got about half of it written.
Okay.
And then on to the last one after that. But I really want to get back to my fantasy writing because that's kind of where I live, this was just because it's easy for me to get the crime thriller out for whatever reason. It just feels natural and easy, and I don't have to really work really hard at it. But the fantasy stuff I really have to work on. So I think this is good practice for me and good. How do you say that? I feel like I'm completing something. It gives me motivation to keep going. Stuff.
You know, there's a Red Lake, Alberta, eh?
Is there? Yeah.
Yeah, and I think there's a Red Lake, Manitoba too. So hey, I think Red Lake's up north though, like it's way up north.
Yeah. See, it's all based. All the stories are written in Selkirk.
Ooh.
So the idea with having the last one is Red River, then it kind of refers to the Interlake area, and I'm sure I'm going to have something to do with the Red River in it. Like maybe there's bodies floating in the Red River. It's not like
I'm going to get heck, aren't I?
What's that?
I'm going to get heck, aren't I? You influenced this woman. Look what you made her write. I did not make her write bodies. I didn't.
Yeah, I go from writing like pretty little flying horses and elves that are magical to bodies floating in the river.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with a good body floating in the river every now and again, right?
I was telling someone about Brendan's book, The Find, or their kids are digging up a surprise in the sandbox, and she looks at me, she says, "Oh God, Tyra, he's digging up bodies, isn't he?" I said, "No." Was it your class? I said, "Oh, thank you. I'm not digging up bodies because you're in my class." Jeez. So
I understand now. This is all some big plot with me and Nick being friends, right? You just like infiltrated like from an early age. Like, yeah, I'm gonna corrupt her.
Did not. They found your book, didn't they? Yeah, they had that little book you guys were writing. Or do you have it?
I think you have it.
Well, they have it, not me.
But they have it, yeah. Someone's got it. It's not me, I don't think.
When they were in elementary school, Nicholas, Trynda, and they were just you two writing a book.
Blake might have written some too. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 3 of you.
Might have been. We wrote Star Wars comics.
Nice.
Yeah. And we would pass them around when we transferred buses from junior high to elementary and stuff.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. So, I've been writing for
Years. Yeah.
Can you tell?
Yes, you're very experienced. You answer lots of my questions that I message you about this all the time. Most of my questions, though, are more about the publication. Publishing and book.
I'm glad that some of that useless knowledge goes to use.
Oh, it's helped me a lot, that's for sure. It's like, do you know anything about this? Do you know anything about that? Can you help me with that? What's your opinion on this? So, but it's helped a lot, so.
Try to sandwich it. That's a good thing with criticism. A little good, a little bad, a little good. Sandwich.
Yeah.
Tips to take away.
Yeah.
What about your story from last week? Trynda, not Trynda. Tyra.
Oh no! Oh no!
I'm like, I was writing a story. Oh my gosh.
Well, I wrote down some of it to the point when I get to the house. I just in point form real quick. That's all the writing I've done this week. I tried to do it at work. Work has been insane. Massively insane work.
Yeah. I imagine it's probably going to get crazier too now that they're starting to lift restrictions. I was actually thinking about your story every time I came in from my sunroom because there's motion sensor lights in everyone's garage. I'm like, oh my God. And then my front door is super sensitive. So sometimes the light outside will go off and there's nothing there. Nobody there. And I'm like, oh my God. It's terrified now.
Sorry. It was a weird dream, and it had the dream parts, but my subconscious mind filled in a couple gaps. I tried to write it as a story. And then once I talked about it, though, it started to fade. So I was trying to write it down really fast, and yeah, I might have to come back to you guys for what did I have?
The interesting parts that stick in people's mind.
But again, my argument is, if it comes back and bubbles back up again, then it's a good story, right?
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
I think so. I think Stephen King said something like that too.
Well, I used to be terrified. I have these ideas all the time, and I'd have notebooks with me all the time, and I was always writing stuff down, trying to get it done, because I was going to forget it and never come back. And then I realized, no, just write, and don't worry, it'll come back if it's any good.
And don't get rid of stuff. Sarah's right. Don't get rid of stuff.
Yeah, don't throw it away.
Might be short stories. I mean, I don't know, I write all sorts of weird one-off short stories.
Have a tickle trunk, like Mr. Rogers. No, not Mr. Rogers. Mr. Dressed Up.
Dressed Up.
Yep.
I was hoping I'd be able to find something in my 11 years of writing archive for the Manitoba contest for like Winnipeg Writers Group.
Yes.
But I didn't find anything other than Naughty Maple, which might be too naughty for this. So,
I didn't think so.
yeah, you read that, I think, hey?
Yeah, I like that one.
But I don't know, because in the Voices or the Lake Winnipeg Writers Group contest rules, it said you had to consider the.
It's got to be PG.
Yes.
It's got to be PG.
Ah, okay.
Or within reason, within reason.
Yeah. I'm sorry, thinking it's not that bad.
No. Yeah, I mean, within reason. I mean, kissing's whatever. Just don't have, full-on erotica. I mean, use some common sense, people. Come on, man.
It kind of went into detail.
Yeah.
It was a fun story.
It was fun. I liked writing it, and maybe I'm going to save it for, my first Lathuina test publication that might one day happen. But I don't know. I don't know what to write about with Manitoba. I'm guessing it's not really intended to be all non-fiction writing. There's fiction categories. How do you write something fictitious in Manitoba and have it fit in with the contest? I have no idea.
Well, I mean, I think the theme's pretty general, though, per se, because it's celebrating Manitoba's 150th anniversary. So, I mean, you can have a Cthulhu attack as a beach celebration party thing. I don't know. That's the thing. It's not meant to be restrictive. It's meant to kind of give people a jumping off point and to kind of give a bit more of an idea of what you're being judged on when you're applying for the contest, and give everyone sort of an even playing field, or more even level, I guess you could say, because everyone's kind of shooting for the same goal a little bit.
What about landmark things like Lower Fort Garry? How old is Lower Fort Garry? When was that built? What about, there's a stone barn in the Interlake that's one of the oldest buildings in Western Canada. It's older than Canada, apparently. And what about? And I always thought it was so neat because there was a rose bush growing there, and a lady took samples of it, and that rose was, they thought, extinct. It's an old rose. I thought that was kind of, yeah. It's the only reason I found out about it.
That's kind of neat. I wouldn't know. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff you could do. Like a romance beside an old grain elevator or something. Could be whatever. Yeah. It doesn't have to be directly about a celebration. It's just a theme.
I guess I could do that. Well, I don't know. I mean, I've done lots of crime in Southern area now, so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There another short story crime in there.
Because I know when I do the right practices writing contest, I haven't seen anything this year for one, so maybe they're not doing one. But they always have a theme, and it's kind of, sometimes people mention it in passing. Sometimes it's the whole story is about that theme. But the idea is if you take it away, the story won't necessarily be the same. That's the idea.
Brendan, what about you? Have any ideas for Manitoba's 150?
Time travel.
Oh,
that's cool. I like that idea.
Yeah.
come back in time to change something?
Oh,
That's a good
yeah.
idea.
Witness a historical event or something. That'd be kind of neat. There you go.
Like,
Assassinate Donald Trump. Okay. Okay, now we're now been pegged by the computer system. Yeah, we're now being monitored, and we're a writers group, so that makes us doubly bad. So that's it.
I'm sure I'm already flagged in CIA databases.
Yeah, there we go.
So yeah, and I don't know. There's you say you're writing stuff or like submitting to other places too. You don't have to just submit to the like Winnipeg Writers Group. There's all sorts of different places to submit to. Like
put myself in this little box right now.
It's hard for me to hear.
have you been check it out Literarium?
Sorry?
Have you checked out anything on Literarium or Ralan or any of those places?
No, every time we talk, I always write it down over and over again. So I have this paper with it written on it probably 3 or 4 times, but then I never actually go and look at it. So I know I should.
Also,
I think about looking at it about 3 o'clock in the morning. I later go, oh, I should look at that. No, blue light on the computer, bad.
that's true. There's actually this other place, Black Hair Press, which I submitted to recently. They have some places that are open for submission right now, which is kind of like darker fiction and stuff like that. By the looks of it, they've got a wide variety of things. But sometimes it's contributor copies that they say, sometimes it's paying. Usually you have to submit and be accepted before you can access.
Hair, not black hair. Cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess that, yeah, black hair. Not like this black hair.
That's like that Kirkness review. It's not Kirkness, it's Kirkus review, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Kirkus.
Yeah. And right now, they actually have a lockdown free fiction that you can submit reprints and new stuff to, and it's free for people to download. And there's a few different categories, the different genres. So it'd be good for exposure if you've got kind of old stuff sitting around that you want to kind of get out there again and try submitting it. They just, by the looks of it, most of their stuff, they just take until they're full. So you could submit as many pieces as you want to. There's horror, there's some paranormal romance, there's some romance, fantasy, sci-fi, horror, phantom, all sorts of stuff. So definitely check out them because they seem to have lots of opportunities. I know I'll be submitting with them quite a bit more.
That's a good idea. Yeah, we were talking last week about, Brendan mentioned that he stopped using Grammarly and started Pro Writing Aid. So I've been watching like umpteen YouTube videos on the comparison between Grammarly and Pro Writing Aid. And it's funny because most people say that the user interface is easier for Grammarly, but Pro Writing Aid has a lot more content, and some people say it's too much because you can make so many different reports that you'll never use them all. But the cost of Pro Writing Aid is much better than Grammarly. But apparently, this one woman ran the same documents side by side, one in Grammarly, one in Pro Writing Aid, and they both caught different, like she intentionally made the same error in like multiple sentences, and they would catch different errors. So one would be 4 out of 5 and the other one would be 4 out of 5, but it would have been a different error that they both missed. So they said running it side by side or running both is more beneficial than just writing one or running one or the other because they're both programmed differently.
Yeah, I can see that. I wonder how much that also has to do with the writing style, because like Pro Writing Aid, you can customize the writing style. In Grammarly, I don't think you can. So it probably
You can a bit.
Can you? Okay,
Yeah.
so maybe I'm. Oh, maybe it's just
I
different
think there's
algorithms.
less options and they do less considerations for the style differences apparently, but there's still some sort of limited options that you can use style in Grammarly. But I think the Pro Writing Aid has a lot more options specified. But I think one of them is more suited for nonfiction. I think they said it was Grammarly is more suited for nonfiction. and
Yeah, I can see
for
that.
writing more suited to fiction.
Yeah.
And then there's another program. I think it's called like Fictionally.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And I heard about that.
Writer's Digest had like a promotion
I don't think it's quite the same though
because
as
they were
co-writing aid.
they were side by side, Writer's Aid and Fictionally.
I'm trying to find it now.
I'll have to take a look at that.
I haven't heard that one before.
There was a few more that I found by searching the YouTube videos. There was like white something or white, I can't remember what it was. There's white fox or white font or something. There's a whole bunch of different ones that you can use now, but not all of them are very popular, or not very many are commonly known.
Fictionary. Is that what you're thinking of?
I think so.
Fictionary, I don't think it's slightly different. They held a webinar that I tuned into recently. You're supposed to use them like together, sort of. Man, how can I write this? How do you spell it? Fictionary. Fictionary.
Look at me for spelling.
Oh my God.
You're made up words.
Because it has something to do with like story structure and stuff. Unless I'm thinking of a completely different thing now.
No, you're on the right track.
Yeah. Yeah, the webinar thing that I watched this week was held by Pro Writing Aid, and it was basically how to use Pro Writing Aid with Fictionary and Scrivener, like to just like mush them all together and use them all. And it sounds super cool. Fictionary.co. I actually was thinking of checking it out on top of Pro Writing Aid.
That's a good idea.
Because it definitely sounded really cool from the whatchamacallit, the webinar that I was watching.
There's popcorn twist in the basement for you guys.
I think it was Storyteller that they were talking about,
Storyteller.
which basically it like analyzes your story arc and stuff like that. Like it looks at your whole manuscript and sees if you're missing certain things, like an inciting incident, or if you're like too early, like I am. So that might be something to look at. Yeah, I should use it.
Yeah, that would be fun just to try it out. I mean, I thought about doing the Pro Writing Aid trial, the free trial, but I kind of think I should wait until I have more writing to try out so that I get more free editing tips out of it before I pay. So the thing is, it's $175 US if you get the 40% discount through watching other YouTube videos. They try to advertise right now, they give you a code or a link you go to, and you get it for 40% off. But 40% off is $175 US, but it's a lifetime purchase. So that's a lot of money to front.
Yeah. They don't have like a free tier anymore?
Well, they just said they have a free trial, but it's like a limited, like a 14-day or 7-day free trial.
That's probably for like pro features and stuff. The free version is probably just like scaled back, but if you don't use most of the stuff anyways, then.
So that's what I was trying to figure out, is how to use the free part other than just getting a free trial, like how you get like a permanent free access. Because I think from my understanding, the free Pro Writing Aid is right online, and you can upload up to 500 words, I think, at a time, and run a check.
Oh, maybe that. I'm not sure about that. That might be. It might be where they have that restriction in. But even still, if you do it scene by scene, still that's not very many words. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, do some more research, I guess. I've been watching videos trying to figure it out, but like I think it's just helpful because I can't always pay for an editor for short stories and stuff, you know?
Well, it's worth keeping an eye out on deals too, because I know they're always like sign up for their newsletter and stuff. Because I know they always send out like notices when they do have big discounts and stuff.
Oh, okay.
and like promotions. Like I
I
got
wonder if
them.
there was one at all after Nano. Like, I know you could give you discount codes.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Camp NaNoWriMo, but full NaNoWriMo usually has discount codes for stuff. I don't know about Pro Writing Aid, but probably at this point. They're a big enough tool.
I'm going old school. I'm going to say just write and then share it. And then we'll all go,
Did you receive the file that I sent you, Tyra?
I hope so. I haven't had the computer to check, and I do apologize for that. My plan was to check right away, but something came up. And you guys know I'm not ignoring it during the day, but at work I'm in a metal building, and there is no reception. The number of people you see walking around doing this with their phones every day.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I work in a shop in steel manufacturing, so
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
What weirds me out is they know this. Some of these are customers who've been there for years. There is no reception in the store. You know?
I keep trying.
I can't get any reception. Yeah, like you couldn't yesterday or last week.
Force a habit.
I guess. I mean, I've seen people walk in talking on their phones and go, hello? Hello? Like, oh.
You know what you need to do one day? Tell them to grab a chair and stand on it and see if it helps.
I do that. You're standing on the counter. No.
I just want
Okay.
to see if they do it.
What used to happen in our yard is you used to have to stand in the old truck to get reception on the cell phone. You could stand on all the chairs you wanted. Nothing. But you stood on the old truck, you got reception. And beautiful reception.
That's so
Yes.
random.
And people could, the truck would, because it was a big old metal truck, apparently it was helping you get signal. I have no idea how that works. Really? Is that true?
Oh, that's how like satellite dishes and stuff work.
But that was how you got signal in the yard. You stood in the truck. And people would laugh at me and they said, oh my God, it worked. Like, yeah. And then they put in another. I now have 3 towers around me. Like literally, one over there, one at the school, and one right across the creek. And I can finally get reception. They call us the dead zone.
Yeah. That whole area is filled with dead zones.
Yeah, we still have, and there's dead spots all around, even in the zone. They say they don't know why.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Maybe it's the dirt. Maybe we have funny dirt.
funny dirt. There you go. Write a story about funny dirt for the contest. Alrighty. Well, we should probably wrap up the live stream. We can chat a little bit more afterwards. But for now, I'm gonna go around to everyone and let them kind of say what they've got going on, and we'll end the live stream there. I am Trynda, and I have Revival Debriefed is available on Google now. I checked today. It's available. You can actually get it now. So it's available at all the places now. And that's all that I've been working on. I'll turn it over to Brendan and we'll go that way.
You can check out my website at Brendan-Tarek at Brendan-Tarek.com.
Brendan Tarek.
Yes, I know. I'm talking to people. Say it. Here, why don't you sit up there so they can see you too? They don't understand that I'm constantly bugged. They don't know.
Here we go.
Right there.
We got links. Yeah, I'm being ahead of the game too. I'm gonna look at time is.
Yes, so I have all of my updates posted regularly on my Facebook page, so feel free to go in and like my Facebook page to see all of my updates, and it also includes all the links to purchase Red Leads, which is available on many platforms, including Google Play, iBooks, and Amazon, Kindle, and
You're
places I've heard of. But all the links are available on my Facebook page. Stay tuned for Red Snow.
There we go.
Tyra, you can go to my website, tmastersheinrichs.com or tmasters.com, I think. TL, I can't remember the other one. And it's all the same website. And I have all my chapters to Dark Lords pre-edited sitting there. So you can look at those if you want. They're now edited, so it's a little different. Mostly the spelling mistakes were taken out and the boo-boos are gone. And, you know, the mistakes are gone. Most of them.
Most of
And,
them.
yeah, that's it. Take care, and everybody keep writing. Every word counts in your word count.
Yes.
True that.
Always keep writing. Oh, I thought I put this up. There's Tyra's Facebook page. I can't find it. I cannot see. Oh, there we go. I was looking for the website link, and I can't type to save my life, apparently.
No, stop it. Stop it. You have muddy feet. Why are you feeding your feet on me? Do that. She's literally wiping her feet on my leg.
And there's Tyra's website.
Oh, okay. Got tmastersheinrichs.com.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then I guess I'll toss my website up there too, because I don't know why I didn't. Then there's my website. So you know what, everybody. So I don't know if we'll be doing these in the future. We might not, but I guess we'll find out. We'll let you know on our YouTube and our Facebook and our Twitter and Instagram. So make sure to follow one of those so you know when we're streaming. And have a good quarantine Saturday. It is Saturday, May the 5th. Nope. Yep. I know.
You missed it.
Second.
It's the second, yeah.
May the 2nd. I was like, no, not May the 5th. I have my calendar.
Everything reopens on May the 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
Yes.
And also with you.
All right. See you later, everybody.
Long and prosper.
Bye.